Hello, welcome everyone to Black Desert. I think there's gonna be weird audio right now.
Do we have any weird audio right now, guys?
Should be. Anyway, this is Black Desert for PlayStation 4. We are Shirna.
My name is Trent.
I said we are Shirna.
We
are Shirna. We are Legion. We are Shirna. So welcome to the PlayStation 4 stream. We have been incredibly busy lately, and we have a very loose idea of a plan compared to usual. So
For the stream.
For the stream, yeah. So bear with us as we go through this kind of stuff. So hopefully you're all doing well. As some of you have noticed on Twitter, we do have 2 new classes coming in this PlayStation update. So before we start, this update isn't exactly massive.
Yeah.
Oh, you printed both sides. That's why it's not as big as usual.
Yeah, no, it's a pretty big update.
There's not too much, but there is a lot of stuff, if that makes sense. Like, it's not groundbreaking, but there is still a decent amount of stuff to come.
Yep.
So you start, and then I go, and then you, and then me.
All right.
Let's do it.
So first things first, 2 new classes, which are the Dark Knight and the Musa. Today I'll be playing Musa. Shirna will be playing the Dark Knight.
Yeah. So these are classes that I have never played before. I think I played Dark Knight one time. And you play, yeah.
No, I played both these classes.
Oh, you've played both these classes.
I played both.
So I've never played DK, but I have been practicing for about 20 minutes. No, we have been practicing a little bit, but these are not characters that I would usually play. So bear with us on that. If you have any tips when you're watching us, if you are a DK player or you've played DK or Musa before, hit us up, let us know, and we will try to incorporate that if you can remember the keys or whatever like that. So next, yes, as some of you have noticed, Kazarka will be coming, which means Kazarka weapons are in the game. Serendia Shrine at certain times during the day, there will be world bosses to fight. These world bosses can be challenging. There's a decent amount of things that you will need to learn. So if you're completely new, follow everyone else. When you see everyone else run, because there is a process to learn with this fight. You have to know what you're doing, and it's a learning process. You're gonna die. You can always respawn at the nearest node and quickly run back in. For Kazarka, the health is shared across all servers.
Yep.
And there was something else. Oh, and rewards are given out per server.
Yep. Rewards per server, health across all servers. For people who don't know who Kazarka is, because they don't know BDO, who is Kazarka?
Kazarka is the Lord of Corruption. He is basically a entity that grants wishes, but grants them in a way where he basically twists your words. He's like an evil genie.
Like the Tainted Wishes thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, I wish for money, and then he'll just drop it on your head and kill you instantly. Basically, it's like a Lord of Lies, that kind of stuff. And people saying that it's Zarka, you're wrong. It's Kazarka. We've had this discussion many times in the past.
Do I have to go into this again?
No. We're just gonna say, you can enter Kazarka's world boss at any stage. You can be level 1. You're not gonna survive, but you can be level 1, hit it once, and then hide for the rest of the fight. Obviously, you're not gonna get great rewards if you do that strategy, but you can do that. You can enter at any point, give it a try, see what you get. Probably 1 Hunter Seal, but you can see what you get, and maybe you'll be lucky and get the Kazarka weapon box.
Yep. So aside from the Kazarka weapon box, you can also get the Liberto weapon bundles.
Yep.
Right.
Mark of Shadow, Shrine Guardian token, Blackstone weapon, Blackstone armor, silver Hunter Seals, gold bars.
Yeah.
There's a couple of other things as well in that drop list, but those are the main highlights. The 1 Hunter Seal legitimately is the highlight of the Kazarka fight.
Cool. So those are the things that you guys saw in the trailer. The next thing that's coming that wasn't in the trailer, field bosses. Field bosses are coming in, and with that comes boss gear. So the following, which ones are they? So the field bosses are coming in are Red Nose, Beg, Giant Mudster, Dimtree Spirit. Is there one other one?
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
So Red Nose, Beg, Giant Mudster, Dimtree Spirit are the field bosses.
Yep.
And then there are more boss gear than that because you have Muskin shoes. So there's a lot here to take in. Not everything that drops the boss armor is a world boss. So you have Red Nose armor, Beg's gloves, Muskin shoes, Giath's helmet, and Dim Tree Spirit's armor. So all those are now available from fights with your scroll bosses, your daily bosses, your weekly bosses, field bosses. It is possible to get those as drops in those fights.
Cool. What's the difference between field bosses and just regular bosses?
So field bosses are basically, they hit harder, they hit faster, they have more HP. They spawn randomly on a few servers at random times. There's no set time for the field bosses, so they will just randomly appear, and then you have to kind of scramble to get there. But that is the field boss way of things.
Okay.
They appear mostly Balanos, I would say, right now, because you have Red Nose, who's next to Western Guard Camp. You have where Giant Mudster, which is not Glish, but near Serendia Shrine. I can't remember the name of the town. You have, what's the other one? Dim Tree Spirit, which is right next to Western Guard Camp as well. So they're mostly around Balanos area.
Cool. So that's it for field bosses, yeah?
That's it for field bosses. Next, you will now be able to enhance your Ashula Crimson Eye accessories. This means that weakened accessories are in the game, like the weakened earring, the weakened necklace, the weakened belt. So you can now enhance your Ashulas, which is a decent thing to do. I would say that it's one of those things where you enhance it, but you'll always keep it. You cannot sell it on the market like your ogre rings, like your witch's earrings, but the Ashula Crimson accessories are good to just give to a new alt to level them up.
Cool.
So it is worth enhancing them, probably to duo try area, I'd say. After that, you're kind of just blowing fail stacks.
I know all about that, don't I? I know all about enhancements. So, with that being said about accessories, Silas, can you be enhanced? Yeah.
Yeah, so now you can enhance Ashula. So Ashula was already in the game.
Yeah.
Now you can enhance it. So basically this makes Helm's Post one of the best grind spots in the game. Purely for that kind of thing.
Which is what we're going to be doing.
Yeah.
The next thing is, speaking of accessories, accessory melting will be in the game. So harps and shards were only being able to be gone from life skilling.
From gathering.
From gathering, right? Now you'll be able to melt down various accessories to be able to get these harps and shards by going through your processing menu and then going to heating. Right?
Yep.
So you'll be able to get that. Next one.
Hold on. I gotta put my phone on silent. Yep. There we
There we
go.
go.
There we go. So hunting.
Hold on. Someone just asked, is this official? Kind of.
We are an official stream, but as we said, we are just going through the patch notes right now, and then we'll do some gameplay. Okay, so hunting is going to be in. I heard rumors that people were saying it was already in, but this just confirms that it's in. So now you can equip those guns, go out shooting seagulls and alligators and jellyfish and bats and fish, I guess. I that's as much as I know about it. I actually never done hunting, so yeah. The other thing, Node Wars and Conquest Wars are going to be available on NA and EU and Asia, all the servers. Node Wars, Conquest Wars, it allows you to post up with your guild, do large-scale PvP. We are doing pre-season, which means it's mostly for testing. There will still be prizes given out for those guilds that win, and you get income based on your conquest, on your node war, and then if you, at the end of the week, you can go for the region. So you can own Balanos, for example, and that is more tax money going to your guild, and then your guild can pay you out with that money. So yeah, Node Wars, Conquest Wars pre-season is, yeah, it's there. Someone asked, does hunting improve your gathering? So to actually get hunting experience, you need to kill it first with the matchlock and then butcher it. So you get both experience. You get your hunting from the killing and butchering, and then when you actually butcher it, you get gathering EXP.
Just out of context, this sounds so bloody.
Yeah, basically I'm telling people how to murder other folk. You get life experience by murdering stuff and then butchering it with a knife, and that way you get gathering experience too.
We're gonna get banned from Twitch.
Terms of service, terms of service. Okay, just a few other things. These are minor changes that are coming. One, you get the guild world and notices are now default on in your chat settings.
Right, because they were off for a while.
Yeah, so that meant like people were joining guilds and assuming that no one was talking.
Yeah.
I don't know why it was turned off. It's something that I like when I found out I was like, but why? The apprentice system, I believe, has been fixed. It's not in my patch notes, but it should have been removed, which means you can now upgrade anyone. You can promote anyone from anything to officer or quartermaster, I think is the other one. So you can now do that. You can collect mail from anywhere in the Black Desert world. That was
Sweet.
a beautiful quality of life change a few months ago.
So prior to that change, where can you only get it from?
Safe zones.
Same zones.
So yeah, and then the last thing I kind of want to talk about now is fishing. Before you could just throw away trash and then you would have to pick up green, blue, yellow fish. Now you can filter out the fish. So if your fishing skill is high enough, you kind of just want to get rid of greens. You don't worry about that. So you can only fish blue and yellow. You still get fishing experience for the fish you throw away, but you will only have blue and yellow in your inventory. But the downside to this is you do pick up trash items. So it's a double-edged sword. There is no way to not pick up your trash items right now.
Right.
So, yeah. So the fishing change is pretty good.
Actually?
That I don't know. That one was something that was in the list, and I need to check. No.
Yeah, let's not talk about it.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh no, it has. So you can now collect all when you have multiple of the same achievements. So if you log in but you don't collect your loyalties, you can now collect them all at the same time.
Hooray!
Yeah. Okay.
Someone asked, one, is this official? It is. The
Kinda.
official stream.
Kinda.
All right, we're getting there.
We're kind of official.
Are we going to release patch notes?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Of course.
And the desert will not be coming this update. It'll be coming in the future. We have to make sure everything is ready. We kind of want to help improve performance a little bit before we try to bring out the desert. So there's a few things that we have to try and work out. Okay. So we have been watching the chat during the pre-start, and then we saw a lot of people asking like Striker. What was the other ones? So someone actually, as soon as I said that, someone put Striker, Ninja. Those kind of classes will be coming in the future. Not this update. Now, someone said, like, why don't you just release every class? And we talked about this a little bit last stream, but the crux of it is, A, having 17 classes to choose from at the beginning of the game can be quite rough, especially when you're trying to figure out so many different mechanics. So we release 6 and then slowly release them over time. And when we release them over time, we can add more events and make it easier. So if we did a leveling event with 6 characters, you're going to want to try to level all 6 characters, burn out, and then not get the rewards.
It's pretty rough, yeah.
We do 2, and then maybe 2 or 1, like that kind of stuff. So we consider basically the events that we can run around the releases, which can give you guys more rewards.
Right.
So there's a whole host of different things. Those are just the 2 that we know about.
Yeah.
There's also technical issues and stuff like that.
There's also, like, I think during our Skycam time, people were asking for Archer, and it's just like, Archer can't come without Camisylvia.
Ah, yeah.
Right? For those of you that don't know, right? Camisylvia is a region far later in the game,
Uh-huh.
but you need Archer to come with Camisylvia.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense to come before that.
Okay, one quick thing. So I asked this about a week ago when we were writing the patch notes, and I was like, yeah, Conquest War is in. Conquest War will not be available for the next 3 weeks during pre-season, so it will only be Node War, which means no tax wagons either. Sorry, I was given the wrong information. We've solved it. Okay, sorry about that if you were looking forward to owning Calpheon. It's not going to be available at this point. All right, so Do you want to talk about a couple of the events then?
Yeah, we'll do this quickly. Do you want to talk about the first one?
Basically, join a guild with 31 or more players, and there will be a guild login event, which includes cuckoo birds.
This is a bad transition. We're talking about events now.
Events, yeah.
In-game events.
In-game events. So there will be a guild attendance reward. It is only for medium and higher guilds. So 31 people plus. It gives the cuckoo bird pet, which is one of the classic pets, I believe. It's pretty good for smashing into other pets.
Yep.
Do you want to go for the second one? Because I know that you worked this out, and I'm going to leave it for you.
There was a lot of logistics involved. So, with the coming of the 2 new classes, as well as we've launched relatively recently. So we're going to be doing a leveling event, discover your next class, as well as becoming your true self. So becoming your true self event is basically you reach levels 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 53, 58, and per tier you'll get rewards for that. On top of that, there's a second event where if you level the different classes, so if you level up a warrior to 30, 40, 50, a ranger 30, 40, 50, you will get rewards for those classes. Not for 2 warriors, not for 2 rangers, but each individual class.
Yeah, so basically there is the level up your main, which would be the become your true self.
Yeah.
And then there is, what did we call it? Discover your true self?
Discover
a new class. Discover your true self would have been good, though.
We tried, but then if you've already become your true self...
Oh, you can't discover your true self. All right, we thought
discover
about
your
it.
truer self.
So discover a new class basically is you pick up a new class, try it out, level it up, get rewards, maybe try out another class. Maybe finally everyone can realize that Berserker is literally the only class worth playing in the game. Or maybe you can find out that Witch and Wizard is more to your taste. Yeah. I don't know why you would think that Berserker is the only one, but
don't use the official stream to promote propaganda.
Berserker is the only class worth playing. No,
Someone asked a good question though. Are the rewards retroactive? So if you've already leveled the characters, would you be getting the rewards? You would by going through your challenge menu, yeah? There we go.
Hopefully. Hopefully. Our PM is sat in the back just going, yeah, that's totally how it works. Yeah, sure, yeah, okay. But yeah, basically the idea is maybe you've settled on a class that may not be right for you.
Yeah.
And maybe it would be better for you to try another class or just give the idea. Yeah. So, yeah. That is
we want you to try different classes, right? Don't go from witch and then go to wizard and be like, I've tried new classes all of a sudden. You know, try as many classes as you can, level them up. Someone just asked, with the leveling event, is there any chance for hot time?
Oh, well, actually, talking about that, as I find my sheet without, professional move right there. Okay, so yes, there will be a hot time event. It is 24/7, so it's going to be continuous, and it's going to be combat EXP 50% and skill EXP 20%, and that's going to run for a couple of weeks. So basically, there will be that, plus there is tea included in the leveling up rewards, so you can use that to level up.
There's some combat EXP scrolls as well for the Discover New Class event. All of these, you'll be able to confirm on our website when the post goes up.
When the post goes up. If it goes up. I saw someone write Berserker is trash. Any moderators out there? You know what to do. I'm joking. Okay, so we're going to get into it now. One of the things that we're going to show, we're just going to grind a bit of Helms and just basically shoot the moon, shoot the breeze. I was going to say something else and then caught myself.
Nice.
We are going to be on different servers. Unfortunately, when we set it up this morning, we didn't put them on the same test servers. So we're going to be unable to do PvP, which is the one thing I was looking forward to because you are terrible with melee classes.
Yep.
So that is what we're going to do. Someone's asking for stream giveaways. Unfortunately, we won't be doing it today. We might be able to figure out something for everyone later, but nothing is confirmed. Unfortunately, we are really sorry.
Yeah.
As we said, we have no plan going into this. So we didn't have time to create the coupon codes. We are really sorry. Hopefully next time we can have something for you guys. All right, there's a guy named Sigma in chat. He said Zerka is trash. Once again, I need a ban on that. No, I'm joking.
Someone asked what's the lore behind the Dark Knight. If you go to our website and check out the GM note of the 2 new classes, you can find out.
Oh
It's on there.
goodness. So there is a lot of lore. If we can jump into the gameplay now, we'll show some things off. I was given a crash course on DK, and through the talking part that we just did, I don't remember anything.
Yeah, I've lost all information I've had on Musa.
So I'm just gonna drop down here. If I die, I die, right? It's fine. It's fine. There we go. Okay. So, if you wanted to know more about the lore behind, actually, I think we should go into Helms.
I'm there.
You're in, or you're outside of Helms?
I'm where you are. Oh.
No, we need to go. We need to go in. We need to go in. So anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, DK lore. Basically, elves in this game have a insanely detailed lore behind them, like the whole Camus Sylvia, the whole Ranger versus. Oh yeah, I need to focus a little bit. It's really hard to talk and think. So there's a whole lore between Rangers and the Dark Elves, which would the Dark Elves, the Vanel, the Vidir. And it's man, I'm mixing things up. So basically the Dark Knight is what is called a Vidir. She is essentially the Dark Elf. She is born under the moonlight, whereas Ganel, the Ranger, is born under daylight. And then there's this whole thing about political struggles between them. There was an encroaching darkness, and Dark Elves decided that they were going to just burn away the tree. And yeah, that's the story of DK. All right, so I'm going into the cavern. I don't know if you can see me right now. I was told never to use basic attack with this class.
Why is that?
Apparently, it's not as good as just holding R1 and R2. So I'm just going to show this off actually a little bit. This isn't me being just terrible, which is also true. So this is your normal attack, which is kind of slow. And then I'm going to go over to this guy over here. Oh. And I'm going to do Ravage Rake, which is holding both R1 and R2, which does more damage, is a little bit quicker, and then it's just pretty good.
Okay.
Okay. All right, let's go through that in a second. I can see what's going on. Maybe we should smash some pets because nothing is getting picked up. Just kill this guy. So this is probably the worst version of Dark Knight you will ever see. We do have a lot of people who are actually incredibly good with this class. Yep. So check out a few streams because Dark Knight is one of those classes which has a very, very, how to describe it, a very loyal fan base in that, you know, they will just continue to play her. Even if she's not at her best, there's a lot of people who just will continue to play her. But I am not the kind of person who is good with this class. So I'm going to, not right now. There we go. Okay. So yeah, one of the project managers here is actually a huge DK guy, and he was like, "Oh, I'll give you a quick crash course." Started talking, I forgot everything. Anyway, okay, if we could switch to, I was gonna say switch to Trent right now, so he can show off a little bit of the Musa, and I'll go outside and just check a few things as we go to smash some pets together.
I'm not good with Musa though, so let's see.
You're fine, man. You're fine. Just chill. It is super dark in there. Maybe we should have had the Atanis Fireflies.
Yes.
That would have been a smart choice, but we didn't. I'm just gonna have to kill some of these. I'm gonna go back to the node manager a second, and then I'm just gonna jump off the roof.
So with Musa, from what some people were telling me, like, man, I tried to absorb as much information as I could, but applying it, difficult.
It's a very difficult class to apply.
So with Musa, the first thing I was told was lock your forward roll. It's silly that you're using it because you have chase, right? So with chase, it's gonna burn up your stamina as well as your WPEP. But if you, so chase is R2, right? Forward, you can back chase, forward chase, right? If you go chase and then retaliation stance, it'll bring back your stamina a bit, right? Which you can. There we go. Yeah, like, I can't cancel it properly, right? But you can actually be. Oh, this is not a good idea.
No, you're fine. I've got plenty. Yeah, see?
There we go.
You got that,
Right.
that big bad boy.
But Musa uses a lot of WP, so you want to use Musa Spirit, which I've hotkeyed. Do you know how to hotkey stuff, Shirna? That's a common question.
Go to ring menu, stick in one skill instead of multiple, and it will be a single button to press.
I believe it's called Musa Spirit. It could be meditation, but I think it's Musa
No,
Spirit.
meditation is warrior.
There it is. Okay, so Musa Spirit will recover your WP. It's super helpful. Use it.
So yeah, I would give insightful things like that about the DK, but essentially, don't auto attack. Use Wheel of Fortune, profit. So DK is a very interesting class. People are asking about Awakenings, but they're not going to be coming yet. They will be coming in the future, just to answer that. So yeah, DK has a block, which I don't know how to use properly.
DK has a block?
I think she does, yeah. She holds up her sword and then just stands there. You have a block too, no?
I do. It's the retaliation stance.
So the retaliation stance is your block, yeah.
Yeah.
So you do have a block as well. Will pearls ever be on sale? What? Okay, all right. You never picked up the quest from the quest giver, but I did.
I'll go back.
So no, it's fine. You can carry on. We'll do some things in a second. Okay, so the lag when doing a kill quest, I believe is fixed because it's not lagging for us right now. So we'll double check that. It should have been remedied.
It might look like it's lagging because I know on the capture card it's looking really weird. Man, I'm getting rocked.
You're just getting knocked down. These guys, so this is the problem with the inside of Helms, is that there is so much knockdown. If you're not strong enough to withstand it, you are going to get wrecked. I would say you probably need about 200 DP. That might be a bit much, but that's what we have. 200 DP is fine. Okay, I am going to smash some pets together. So, which pet do I not want? So, we basically created a bunch of pets here. So, out of the pet cage, I would say that I'm going to check in the
So
dog.
what comes in the package?
It's the dog, the penguin, and the bird. Basically, I've got two of them here. So, it's this dog, the snow wolf dog, the lost penguin, and whatever this thing is called. I actually don't know what it's called. I forgot. Alright, so anyway.
Bird.
It is just a burb. Yeah, it is a little burb. Okay, we're going to check it in. And then we're going to smash them together. Probably not the best thing to do at level 1. Ah, it's fine. Okay, so choose the appearance. I want it to be the penguin. The skill we don't have. And then give it a name. Wichita. It's perfectly fine. Let's see if we can smash it together. Wait, where did it go? Where did it go? Tier 3. I'm 100% on tier 3 on pet smashing, by the way. I'm going to do another one.
Are you actually?
Yeah, I've only ever got tier 3 pets. I've never been unlucky enough to... Oh, wait. Well, this one's now going to be called Wichita too. So, yeah, I've never been unlucky enough to smash my pets together and not have... Oh, God, I pressed the wrong button. And not have them turn out tier 2. It's never happened to me. Professional pet trainer right now. Alright, exchange that one. That one ended up tier 2. As I'm talking myself up.
Yeah, you talked yourself up too much, man.
I'm going to do one more. So basically, I would say that with pets especially, don't forget they have to be the same type of pet. Which means like classic, event. What's the other one? There is something else. Is that a tier 3? Tier 2? No! It's all gone wrong. All right. This is not how it works.
So your 100% is
100% is ruined by this test build. We know the luck is bad on test build though, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to blame
That was the excuse from the other day, right?
That we don't talk about that stream.
What is going on? Everything is turning tier 2. All right, I got one more smash here. I'm going to smash this guy with this guy. We're going to go there. I'm going to take fishing EXP 5%. We're going to go there. I'm going to go there. I'm going to do that. Wait, where did it go? Wait, did I just smash those together and get a tier 2? Damn it! Why is the luck so bad on this server? I'm going to just smash the tier 1, actually. So, legitimately, I think the luck on the test build is broken. It shouldn't work this way. And again. All right, we need to investigate. This is ridiculous. It's never been this bad for me. I'm gonna say that the test builds are broken.
I don't feel so bad anymore about that last stream.
Oh, all right. So okay. So someone said, "Does anyone know why my slaves? They're called workers." Does anyone know why my slaves don't want to work? I keep feeding them beer, but they don't work. Make sure you set them on a task and set the repeat function, which would be R2 and X, I believe, is to manually repeat once their stamina has expired. So, yeah, those kind of things are there. Someone asked, are we getting 5th slot anytime soon? Hopefully. When is the update? The update's coming today.
Yep.
It's coming in a couple of hours, and the 5th slot won't be in this update. It'll be in a future update.
For PG times, it starts at 11 p.m. September 3rd and carries into the 4th until, I want to say, 3 a.m., 4 a.m., around there. But I have to double check the times again.
So someone's saying about the promotion bug fix. We already hit on that. It will be fixed. Okay, you're already switched. Pro move there. Pro move. Okay.
It's very hard. So for people in chat, if you guys are playing Musa, let me know. So with Witch, I always use the evasion skill, so that's like the L2. But with Musa, they told me they just lock it and use R2 for your chase. But it's very weird for me. It's just a muscle memory.
I always there is that whole muscle memory thing because I do it with Zerk where no, I do it with Zerk all the time where I'm playing another class and I'm pressing like L2 and X to try and run into things, and it does something very different. And I'm like, what's wrong with my Zerker? Suddenly it's female. Suddenly it's about 3 feet tall. Oh, look, I'm playing a witch. So that it does happen where like your previous experiences can definitely interfere with new classes that you play.
Ooh, Helm Golem. This will be horrible.
The Helm Golems are fine if they're on their own, but
no, he has friends.
if you can kill his friends quick enough. I've got one too. Should we race to see who can finish it faster?
This is not a race I'm gonna win.
Well, I got stunned. All right, that's Lunacy of Vidir here.
So what's Lunacy of Vidir?
It's the Black Spirit Rage skill where she does something. I can't remember what. It's basically just a big area of effect skills. A bit different from Wheel of Fortune. In that I think she slams the sword into the floor and it does knockdown damage. Also, just avoid the damage would be nice. Okay, I'm done.
Are you serious?
I'm serious. Super serial right now. Okay, there is one more thing I would like to show with pets. Could we go back to my pets, please? Let me heal up so nobody knows that I actually kind of got wrecked by that guy. So if you have like tier 2 pets and you kind of want to improve the looting speed, if you go in, select command, choose agile and press close. Agile basically puts it to the next tier-ish speed of picking up. The only downside is it uses more feed. However, if you're trying to level up your pets, that is a really good thing because pets gain experience on eating. Something apparently I am very well versed in, gaining experience by eating.
Why? Why?
It may have something to do with the fact that I'm kind of fat. So yeah, I do have experience with eating. Anyway, so yeah, if you go to sleep now, by the time you wake up, you will be able to play Dark Knight. If you are on PS4, that is the case. Oh, there was one thing I wanted to talk about if there are any Xbox players in here, but I don't think that they would have gone already. They would have been here for the announcements and bounced, I guess. But yeah, just kind of
How do I
silly
do Tiger
stuff.
Blade? So someone chat just no.
Someone in chat was like Tiger Blade.
Yeah, use Tiger Blade and Blooming. I got to my skill menu quick enough to find out what Blooming is, which I'm pretty happy about. Right?
It's the only thing I learned.
There it is.
All right.
Jesus, that's amazing. People in chat, thank you so much.
Oh, someone said, "How the hell do you lock your dodge?" If we could switch. Oh, wait.
I'll go
we're both in combat right now. Basically, you go to the skill menu.
Yep.
Go to your evasion skill.
So for me, it's forward roll here.
And then L3.
Yeah,
Right.
press L3 and that locks the skill.
I'm dying.
And now the thing is, you unlock the skill and didn't relock it.
Did I? I did. Oh god.
And now you have the dodge skill. So yeah, locking skills. We had this discussion last time where people were like, well, why would you lock skills? It doesn't make sense. Some skills just do put you in dangerous situations. Sure, they might do a lot of damage, but they leave you unprotected with a very large wind-up. So you might want to cancel those out. Evasion especially always kind of gets done because the classes have their own evasion skills, which are better. They're faster, more protected. Some have iframes, some have shields. So there's a lot of movement skills that classes have, which we are not showing off because movement is hard, man.
Yeah.
So wait.
Yeah, a lot of classes will have their own, like, I mean, in the case of Musa, you have chase, right? So that's a good thing. Whee!
So yeah, as we said, the big problem with going into
run away.
Helms, down under the ground, is that everything and its mother has a knockdown. So you can easily get chained into knockdowns, and then you find yourself picking up the pieces. So yeah, everything and its mother in here has knockdowns.
So after someone in chat just taught me about Bloom, it's amazing. I wish I figured out how to do Tiger Blade. I just don't have it right now.
Oh, heal me. Oh yeah, by the way, I gotta give top credit for Trent's naming conventions on these characters. Elf on a shelf, genius.
I was quite happy.
Dude.
Did I pass through Tiger Blade? Tiger Blade. Oh, right. I was supposed to add it to my ring menu. It's a ring menu skill. I was a fool. I forgot about this.
I remember the same issue coming up, I believe, when we did it for Xbox too.
Yep.
That you didn't put it in your ring menu. You're like, oh man, I need to do this skill. Like, I've read all about it. How do I do it? And then you just never put it in your ring menu slots.
I was a fool. All right, let's see if I can do this fast.
You're too hard on yourself, man. You gotta be nicer.
I know what I am.
Heal. Okay, he's dead. Oh my goodness, he's got a brother.
Oh.
If he could switch to my screen a second while I'm dying and he's just moving around. Anytime today? There we go. Yeah. Alright. So, I killed one of the golems and then his big brother came up behind me and started hitting me, and now I'm in kind of like peril. I'm actually worried for my life here. Especially when I just stand in the way of his big stupid blue flame stuff. Okay. Wheel of Fortune. Repeated Annihilation. Smoky Haze to get behind. I thought I dodged through that. He turned around and hit me. Literally, the Dark Knight playing PM, who is legitimately great at Dark Knight, is like shaking his head right now. Actually, I'm very tempted just to give him the controller.
Someone's like, use mana pots when?
Mana pots? What are those things? What is a mana pot? I've never seen one of those.
You're getting your stuff back easily. It's all right.
Yeah, I mean, so this is the thing. I am not used to not having like 3 different heals. So it's very disconcerting playing classes without them.
Oh my god, Tiger Blade's amazing. I'm a fool.
You keep saying that, man. It's not going to make it any more true. Yeah, so we... Okay, alright. We'll talk about that later. Okay, so I said need more rage. It is true, we do kind of need to do more ragey stuff. Got these guys. Wheel of Fortune, Ravage Rake, dodge, airstrike, got it, dead. I think I'm finally understanding Dark Knight. No.
Go back to Shirna's screen for a sec. There it is.
I'm kind of understanding Dark Knight, but like I've seen the way that our project manager plays, the guy who does legitimately play only Dark Knight. Like I've seen his account; it's like 6 Dark Knights. it's ridiculous. But like I've seen him play, and the level of skill between like someone who just picks up the class and someone who's like legitimately studied and learned everything about it is insane. Like he will block things before like the opponent reacts. Like it's insane. Like he just, oh yeah, this guy's totally gonna attack me here. Throws out the block, works every time. It's like,
That's kind of terrifying.
Precognition, mate. Precognition. He's part of the Matrix. Okay. Alright. Completely whiffed that obsidian ashes right there. Okay. So remember, don't do normal attacks. Ravage Rake. Unveiled Dagger. Oh my god, I got skills on the back end too. Completely forgot about back skills. Oh my goodness. I am learning a whole new way of playing Black Desert. This is horrible. Where are my axes?
Headbutts and stuff?
Yeah, where's my headbutt into Storming Stomp? I can't do this.
You don't need it.
I can only learn one combo, alright? I only know one combo. Alright, so I'm going to finish off this guy. Did we get any weakened accessories? I'm going to let myself die in a second. I'm going to let myself die. So I can quickly port to the... Oh, wait, I got him and his big brother. Jeez. Alright. So I'm going to just port over to... Kill me. Kill me. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to port to the node manager, and then I'm going to answer some questions. Resurrect the closest node. All my trade items got destroyed. Okay. So someone said only rafts and fishing boats. True. Only rafts and fishing boats are your sea exploration vehicles for now. So someone asked about slot expansion. There will not be a loyalty version of the slot expansion this time round. There will be a discount in the Pearl store on it, but I believe there is no free alternative for this update. So yeah.
Let's go back to full screen then.
So wait, is it that time already? It is that time already. Let's do the question and answers time. So we're gonna try to answer as many as we can. As we've shown, wait, did you get any weekend accessories? I didn't. I got nothing.
I got nothing.
I just got a bunch of my trash loot.
Yeah.
So basically one of the things you can do here is the Helm Destroyer quest, which will get you, what does it get you? It gets you you the helm pieces that you can trade for a belt. So it's pretty good. And then chat, and then, okay. But yeah, basically the reason why helms is as popular as it is the fact that there is a blacksmith right here, so you can repair your gear. Your horses are relatively safe around where these blacksmiths are. So you can repair, you can store things in your horse. So horse stacking is possible and all of that stuff. So are the accessories... Okay, it's going quite quickly, so it is kind of difficult for us to answer everyone's questions. So we're going to try incredibly hard to answer as many as we can.
Let's try it though.
Yeah. As you say that, you don't... I thought you were reading the question.
I was, but then it just ran away from me.
Okay.
Auto race when? Thinking about it. Right?
No, we're not. No, we're not.
I'm thinking about it.
No, we're not.
Okay.
No
one else
Someone's
is.
asking for the extraction of fail stacks with the blacksmith manual. It's going to be coming later. If you don't know what this is, basically you build up your fail stacks, which Trent expertly showed the other week. You build up fail stacks, and then you can withdraw them into an item that you will use later. Unfortunately, that is not available at this point in time. It will be coming in the future.
Awakening we've already talked about.
The UI resize settings. Okay. Alright. Well, okay. So, not right now. We're working on it.
Yep.
There is... So, this is actually kind of one of those things that we didn't realize. There is actually things that tell us that you have to do things in a certain way. That's how PlayStation, that's how consoles work in generally. You have to have this, this, and this, and then that's okay. But if you try this, maybe not. So unfortunately, there is an issue with some of the certification settings. With that, we did have it in. I was actually playing with it 5 or 6 days ago. I was playing around with it just to check it was there. Unfortunately, it had to be removed. I don't know the technical reasons why, but we can kind of put it in, but unfortunately it's not cert ready.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Tough
if it doesn't.
It's hard to explain without
without going over what we're allowed to talk about.
Our policies.
Yeah.
Both from like PlayStation and from us. But yeah, it just didn't make the this time. We are working on it. What classes are we getting? Does anybody know? I'm not sure.
Not sure. It might be that DK and Musa we were playing.
It might be.
Locks of Trent was playing Musa. And Test 2, because I was on the wrong server, is playing Elf on a Shelf.
Which was awesome.
Okay. Do you lose event outfits after the time expires, or just the outfits effect? So with the event outfits, you lose the outfit. You cannot use it after they expire. So let's try to answer more.
Why didn't we release Mewa with Musa?
That's just... Why release two of the same class, you know?
Yeah.
Well, they're the same thing. Guys, just to let you know, don't ask something Xbox doesn't have yet, because chances are they will not answer you, or they'll tell you. So, here's the thing. We can only talk about kind of what's coming in this update, and something that may be coming in the future. That's all we can say. So if you say, like, Striker when? In the future.
Yeah.
If you say Valencia when? In the future. We cannot give the dates of things because there are changes that happen with our personal, like our background roadmap, which has the periods in which we want to release stuff. Sometimes we have to move things from one to another. So we delay something that should have come in, that we wanted to put in here, we move it a week or two later.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things that we cannot say it's coming at this date. It's just not possible for us, unfortunately.
We talked about it in one of the previous streams. It's when we announce something which may not be like 100% confirmed, it affects the in-game market. And when it affects the in-game market and it doesn't make it into the game, there's gonna be more issues to deal with.
Yeah.
So we try our best to confirm everything and then make sure that once we're good to go, then we can say it. But yeah, with those kind of questions, it's generally, in the future, eventually, soon to be announced.
So one of the questions that came up, leaderboards when? So we have. So this is going to sound weird to a lot of people, and they're like, people are just going to be like, why don't you just make it public? We have background processes that track all the leaderboards, so we know who has the most life skill, who has the best combat. We have all this in our end. Unfortunately, with console, there's certain rules that we're not comfortable with. We don't want to reveal like personal information because we know that it can get incredibly rough. So we're still working on a way that we can have a leaderboard and work around the limitations that are given to us. So we have all that information, and if we find a solution to this that passes everyone's like if it passes the certifications, we can implement it. We have the information. It can be put into the game. Unfortunately, for in-game leaderboards, there are certain personal information things that we're not comfortable having out there. So we have to continue to work things out. I just thought of an idea, actually. But I'll bring it up later because we have the meeting after this.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, I'll talk to you about that.
Yep.
Okay, why is Valkyrie? Oh God, don't talk about Valkyrie. So, I am now legally contracted not to talk about Valkyrie. So why is Valkyrie not on the roadmap when she was an original class? Okay, first of all, I'm trying really hard not to say it.
Do you want me to handle this question?
No, it's fine. I got it.
Okay.
First of all, Valkyrie is not that good. So
this is why you're not allowed to talk about Valkyrie.
All right. So no, legitimately, we changed things up a little bit. We understand that Witch and Wizard are very similar, but we wanted to give that class its completion. Like, just push it out the way because Witch and Wizards. But with the Valk, I don't know the exact reasons, but we want to kind of make sure that she's introduced at the right time, that she comes in and she's not. I have to be very careful with this. There's like office speak and then there's like streaming speak. we have to be careful that she's not introduced in kind of a poor state. So we may have to do some changes to her. But yeah, she's not in. And my personal hatred of Valkyrie does not, and I promise everyone this, my personal hatred of Valkyrie does not affect her release schedule whatsoever. I just really don't like the class. Anyway, let's move on.
Just recode, like, in terms of the dev side, recoding Valk and putting it in, like, even though it was a start class on PC, doesn't necessarily mean, and I think we've kind of shown this already, we haven't followed exactly what PC has done in terms of their roadmap and when they've started. Yep. So the way that we're doing it on our side is different, and the way that we prioritize certain classes is different because we want to try new things. And yeah, that's about it.
Yep. Someone said cooking CP when that will probably come with Valencia around that time. Will we be able to see other players' abilities when they attack you? Should be possible. We are investigating this issue. It is something that we're looking into because it is very weird.
We got a lot of reports on that.
Yeah, but when we do it against each other here, it's fine. Right. So we have been testing it out on live service to see how it works. So we are working on it. I don't know if there is a fix this update because we couldn't test it because we're on different test environments this time around.
We'll go on and test it probably later today if we can.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Someone said, have you guys been getting enough sleep and eating enough? Eating enough? I mean, yes. Sleep is for the weak. I've just been, like, this is the thing. It's a self-inflicted gunshot wound, right? I go home at a relatively normal time. I put my kids to bed, say goodnight, and then I sit down and play Black Desert until 3 in the morning, and I wake up at 7. And I'm sitting there, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, man, I could just grind here for another 30 minutes. No one's coming to affect me, and I still haven't gotten the drop I need. And I will literally sit there for another 30 minutes. It's 3:30 in the morning. I'm like, sun's almost up. Maybe I should go get an hour's sleep. Self-inflicted gunshot wounds, man. I am just grinding so hard.
There was one time I saw you on Discord really late at night, and I was like, what is he doing awake? Like, what are you doing?
It was 1:30 in the morning. I was on Discord. Sometimes, that happens too. I turn on Black Desert. I turn on my PC because I like to watch Netflix on the side. So I have in my computer room, I have my console monitor and my PC.
Do you have Netflix as the white noise for you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Kinda, but I kind of just carry on grinding and looking at the TV. Anyway, besides the point. So yeah, sometimes I'll turn on my computer and then Discord pops up and I'm like, oh, what's going on in here? And then I start looking around and stuff, and then I forget that I was actually going to play Black Desert, and then it's 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, if I start now, it'll be 5 o'clock in the morning before I go to sleep. So yeah, anyway.
It's as if we get distracted really easily.
Gear cleansing will be coming in a future update. What time is the update on NA? It will be...
Today's...
it's...
11 p.m. PDT.
11 p.m. PDT. Good job. Wild Horse highest tier. I want to say 4.
Wild Horse?
Wild Horses. I think it's 4. I'm not sure if Wild Horse tier 5 is in yet, unfortunately. So we have information, but we're not encyclopedias. Some things just slip out.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Will the UI issue be fixed? We answered that slightly earlier.
Yeah.
We said... we have it, we tried it, I played it, and it got removed. It unfortunately wasn't cert ready.
What's the best way to get a Kazarka weapon? In terms of dealing with Kazarka.
Best way...
if you're low leveled and you go up to Kazarka, what's your strategy?
Hit it and pray for the best.
There it is.
If you're high level and you have high damage,
yeah,
the way you get a Kazarka weapon is you draw a circle of blood around the floor. No, I'm not going to finish this. Basically, it's a bit of RNG. There are ways to improve your chances, which includes dealing more damage. So there's tiers where you get a set percent chance of attaining the weapon.
The more damage you do, the higher chances you have. You hit different ranks of that.
Yeah.
Right?
If you do the lowest tier of damage, that is when you get 1 Hunter Seal. So if you are doing Kazarka and you are getting 1 Hunter Seal, it means you need to learn to do more damage. Or if you already have high AP, but you have no accuracy, accuracy would be your downside there. So you have to build up your character to be better. If you are getting that 1 hunter seal, it means you're not dealing enough damage. Right? Okay, good. So Kazarka is coming.
Yeah.
Very quick going through. Kazarka, field bosses, Node War, not Conquest War. Ashura enhancing.
Slight balance changes,
Slight balance changes,
some
which we
UI
didn't
stuff
talk
that
about. UI changes,
because
UX changes.
we have to still write that up in the patch notes. So that'll be out in the patch notes, you'll be able to see it. And most importantly, 2 new classes.
Yeah. How long is the maintenance going to be? 4 hours.
4
right?
hours.
4 hours. So during this time, you will be able to download it.
Yep.
And what we do is we do quick kind of settings and things like that. We do the final QA. But I mean, even if we had 100 people, that final QA in 1 hour on live service isn't going to touch 10% of what is in the game. So there are issues after updates, we understand. But we do QA, we apply it to live, and then things happen on live which didn't happen in testing. So it said things. When will Node Wars officially start? We're not sure yet. We have to see how the testing goes. If we need to improve things in the game itself for that to be able to work.
Do the events start tomorrow? It starts right after the maintenance. So when the game goes live, then your guild attendance event starts.
As long as you're in a guild with 31 or more members.
The event will start, though.
Yeah, the event starts.
So the event starts, the leveling event starts, the hot time begins, I believe tomorrow.
Straight away.
Yeah, straight away. It's straight away, 20% for, I want to say a couple weeks, a month?
2 weeks.
2 weeks?
2 weeks.
The event itself is almost a month and a half. Okay, yeah.
Okay, silver keys to gold keys is not in the game. So it said at least you're doing better than Anthem.
Whose national anthem are we doing better than?
We're doing better than God Save the Queen.
Do you have a favorite national anthem? This is really off topic. Do you have a favorite national anthem?
I do, but I don't want to admit it on stream because anyone who is British will hate me for it.
I'm Canadian, and I like the Canadian anthem, but Jamaica's anthem is amazing.
Jamaica's anthem is amazing.
So happy.
I like the French one.
Ooh, that's a good contender.
I like, as a British person, it pains me to say, but it's actually pretty good.
Okay.
Anyway,
sorry.
How do we see house rankings? Unfortunately, it's not available right now because rankings are not available. But you can go visit other people's. I need to double check that. I never test that kind of thing with PlayStation. I don't do that. Okay. How big is the update? We're really sorry. I don't know. It'll be.
I don't know the specific
maybe. Do we have a size of the update available? How big is the update going to be in terms of gigabytes? We don't know. 3, 4, maybe 1,000. Who knows? It could be 1,000 gigabytes.
No,
it's not that big. Okay. So someone's saying new classes every 2 weeks. We're not guaranteeing that.
No.
We have classes this week. We don't know about the next update if that's going to include classes. As you said, introducing classes can be a technical challenge as well as just like a UI challenge. Because
as well as content complications.
As well as content complications, as well as other things around it. So it's not as easy as us just saying, yeah, we're going to launch 2 new classes each. It's unsustainable after a certain point. So we have to measure basically how will the game performance be affected by 2 new classes or by 1 new class or, the other work that goes around it. We have to make sure that it's okay. So we're not confirming that. However, I would like to say that may very well be the case.
Yeah.
At least for a little bit. So yeah. Okay, let's do 4 more questions.
How do you get the new classes? You log in, create a character, and make them.
Yeah, so
There's not
that
paid
actual
DLC.
question, was
that's
paid
a real
DLC.
question.
No,
it's not paid DLC. So,
as long as you have a free character slot, you can create these new classes.
Yep.
And if you don't have a free one, start your delete right now of one of your characters, and you'll have the free slot ready a couple of hours after maintenance, which will probably be when you wake up anyway. So if you're watching this and you want to try one of the new classes, but you already have 6, delete the weakest one. I mean, it's the weakest link. You don't need it anyway.
Yeah.
Delete that guy. and then you'll have a slot available for that. There is no free slot with this, so you will still only have 6 slots, 7 slots, but the max number goes up. So you'll still be able to create a new character if you have the slot.
One question that came from a newbie, right? One question came from a newbie was, are world bosses the same as field bosses? If so, or if not, what's different?
We answered that kind of before.
Yeah.
So world bosses are on a very scheduled time. They summon in a very specific place. So do field bosses, though.
Yeah.
But every server will get them. Field bosses, on the other hand, summon intermittently between servers. So it will summon, let's say, Balanos 2 at 4 o'clock, and then the next time that boss appears, it'll be like Calpheon 1 at 9 o'clock. It's weird. HP doesn't share across the field bosses. HP shares across world boss. So everyone in the game, when they hit Kazarka, they're doing damage to the global HP. With field bosses, that's not the same. I believe field bosses summon on 4 servers at a time. But I'm not 100% sure. Also, we know what could happen. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, so
it's generally 4 servers at a time.
2 more. All right, this is a free question. Are there going to be more cosmetics? Now, I'm not using one of the question slots. There's still 2 left.
Yeah.
We try to add as many of these things as possible. We try to update the Pearl Shop, as much as possible. It doesn't take any extra development time for that to happen. So, when people say, "Oh, look, they can do this with the Pearl Shop, but they can't do the update," it just doesn't. It doesn't affect the development time. There's a different team for the cosmetics.
Yeah.
We don't really set it, but we have meetings about it that maybe take 1 hour, and we go, we want this. All right, good, gone. So.
DLC is not a thing for Black Desert. What we do is mostly update. Someone said in chat already, and I'll reiterate it. You buy the game once, and then you play forever. All the new content, like classes, regions, UI fixes, are free. They come in, right? They're just updated.
Okay, 2 more questions. Right, people are going way too fast right now.
Jeez, that's a lot of questions.
It's going so quickly. It's hard. Please don't spam your question. It makes it harder to actually see your question.
So we'll address the AU NZ thing. So for Australia and New Zealand players being moved to NA servers, we're still looking at it. We're monitoring certain things as well as trying to figure out what's the best way to get this to work without breaking everyone's accounts.
Yep.
Right? So one issue that someone brought up in chat, and I was also thinking as well, if there's an AU user in Europe who has the username and they get moved to the NA servers and they also have that name, who gets priority over that name?
Yep.
What happens with that name? And go from there. So that's something that we're all kind of looking at in terms of how to resolve those kind of issues.
So yeah, this is the thing that we actually, when we say that it's going to take time for us to work on it because it's a very complicated process. This is not the only reason. It's not a major reason. It is a small reason why.
Yeah.
And something like that is you look at it, you're like, well, how can you solve it? There are bigger issues than that are quite difficult. Also, this is just a quick statement. We are monitoring chat. We have people going through, taking questions. Any kind of suggestions and stuff we do take out of the chat and we do present it to the developer. So we have 1 more question to go. Oh wait, Zorado D on YouTube. When can we melt accessories for sharps? Starting in the next update.
Yep.
Okay, I'm not gonna take that.
Was that the question?
No. Okay, the question is, I can answer so many of these and it's killing me. I can't just do it. Thanks Trent for not breaking accounts. That's not a question.
That's more of a statement that may not entirely be true.
Someone said start using slow mode. We would.
Yeah.
But it does then it has the opposite effect of then questions don't come in fast enough.
But then they slowly come repeatedly.
Yeah. So it's a different issue. Someone said whoever played with the character the longest gets the name. Maybe it should just be a fight to the death in real life.
In game.
No.
In game.
No. In real life. In real life. Okay, I did see a really good question and I lost it. I can't even remember what it was. Okay.
We talked about guilds. Talked about the app.
Yeah, I think we've talked about nearly everything people are asking.
Yeah.
Someone said, let's go fishing. That doesn't count as a question. Oh, wait. Is there an official BDO app? There is. Download Black Desert Plus off the Play Store, I believe. It's still being developed. It's not the most feature complete, but it does allow you to access your central marketplace, which is one of the cool features. One of the features that we're trying to add in, I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it, but I'm going to talk about it.
But if we're not...
It's fine. It's fine.
Wait, what are you thinking about?
The chat.
Can we talk about it?
So one of the things we are trying... All right, forget it.
Let's do it. All right, let's do it.
Putting the pressure on the web devs here. One of the things we are trying to do with the app is to get it integrated into Guild chat.
Yep.
So that's one of the features that we want to bring into this is that you can use your Guild chat through the app. Now, we're still working on it.
Yeah.
The app is actively being developed. Central Market, I mean, it works, but it doesn't show half the weapons.
Yep.
So we are working on it. It is something that we're trying to bring up to speed. So yeah, that is the official app.
Yep.
And it works for PlayStation and PC and Xbox.
Yeah. So not PC though, right?
Not
It's
PC.
just
Nah,
your
we
console.
don't care.
So the Black
What
Desert
is
Plus
a PC?
app, if you can't see it, if you can't see it in the Plus Store, if you can't see it in for Apple as well, you can go to our website. There's a notice, and it'll have the two links if you can't find it through your store. It may not be available in your country. I think we have a list of countries that the beta is working in, but yeah, we're still making it work.
Okay. That's almost like 30 minutes of Q&A, and we talked about some cool things. Okay, residents inviting people. It's something that we will suggest.
Mm-hmm.
It's not available right now. You're not allowed to invite people into your house, but we'll be talking about it relatively soon. And then the Roaring Magical Armor Quest is not available. Right now you probably shouldn't be focusing on leveling it up at all right now. You should be building other equipment around it. Why are you not going for the Grunil chest piece? What are you doing? Why are you not going heavy? The Roaring Magical, I mean, it's nice, but it's not as good as that. No, anyway, that will be coming in the future. It's not ready right now. The Dim Magical Armor is in, but you cannot upgrade it right now. We are also aware there may be an issue with daggers, the Dim Magical Offhand for wizards. We are aware of this. We are investigating the issue that it cannot be upgraded, but I believe the offhands can be upgraded now. The actual armors will be upgraded in the future. But by then, if you don't have duo or tri like Heve or Grunil, man, you got to start working on that. Anyway.
There was that one. There was another one that I just saw that was pretty
It's
decent.
too late now. It's too late now. And then someone else put it in. I'm gonna have an aneurysm.
I love how there's like two very different tones to Shirna. There's the community manager, and then there's the gamer who's just angry.
I'm not angry. It's just like I just talked about it, and then someone's like, "Magical Armor Quest when?" And it's like, okay. The last one we're gonna say PvP server, the Arsha servers, where we don't bring that in straight away due to the buffs that are there, like the item drop rate plus the massive PvP without penalties. We don't introduce it straight away. It's something that we kind of ease people into. It's not like we could open it tomorrow. That could be something that would happen. However, we're not ready to handle that kind of stress at this moment.
Neither are players, to be really honest.
Yeah.
So I understand that there's a few players out there who have reached those levels, across different classes and want to get straight into PvP and go nuts on it, there's a lot of players out there that haven't gone there yet, and we kind of want to like ease them into everything.
And they'll be like, oh, look, this red server, that must mean there is an event, and they click it and just get slaughtered.
Yeah.
As fun as that would be, unfortunately, we don't kind of do that thing. And then one last thing I just want to say, 300,000 karma is the limit of up, and then it goes to negative 1 million. So it doesn't go to positive 1, negative 1.
Yeah.
It goes to 300,000 as the higher karma limit. Otherwise, it would be kind of too easy just to build it up, murder a few people, and then not have the punishment. So that's another thing.
There's a lot of perma-red people on PlayStation. A lot.
Yeah, I don't blame them. Personally, I don't even flag up. If someone comes at me, I run. I'm not in that PvP game. I'm like, nope, not gonna do this, guy. So yeah. All right, guys, it has been an absolute pleasure. We have done as much of this kind of talking as we can. We didn't really show that much of the game, but you guys, there are better streamers out there who play Musa. There are better streamers out there who play Dark Knight.
Absolutely.
They will be able to teach you way more than we can.
There's a lot. So, I guess I'll say this for new users. If you're a new user who doesn't know how to search for like certain guides and stuff, go on YouTube, go on Twitch, find these streams that are pre-awakening guides for Musa as well as for Dark Knight. Find them, learn from them. There's a lot of different people who play Musa, and they have a lot of different styles. And I think you'll like it. Same thing with Dark Knight.
And if you want to learn PvP, you either go battle arena and like just ask. Don't just fight people because you're gonna annoy everyone. Ask like, oh hey, do you wanna teach me how to play? People are generally really willing to help with PvP.
Yep.
They will teach you how to do things. They will show you combos. And if they don't, just slaughter them anyway. And then show them what's what. Say like, oh, I'm a noob, I don't know how to play. And then you just wipe the floor with them.
There's a lot of vets on PlayStation. There's also a lot of new people on PlayStation who've really gotten a hold of some of the characters and made it their own. Highly recommend it. Yeah, go to Battle Arena, talk to them, talk in general, practice, learn combos.
Yep.
And learn how to play against other classes.
Okay. Guys, thank you so much for joining us this week. The update is coming in just a few hours, so we hope that you're ready for that. Make sure that you log off in a safe... This is the first time we've had proper maintenance, so...
Yeah.
Make sure you log off in a safe space. If you log off next to monsters, they may be able to kill you before the... Not the server goes down, but before everything despawns.
Right.
So they may be able to kill you before that happens, and we cannot repair any lost items during that time.
Go to a safe zone and await the maintenance.
Yeah, unfortunately, auto fishing doesn't continue during maintenance. I might need to have a couple words about this. It should. Auto fishing should just never stop.
Yeah.
But anyway, guys, once again, thank you so much. We will be around on probably Discord. We will be trying to take a look at all of this comments that have happened, like during the
stream.
During the stream today, we will be taking all your comments.
Yeah. So we take a look at all the comments from YouTube, Mixer, Twitch, right? File it, we filter it, we put them in groups, we expand on some of them, and then we talk to people about it, right? So if you didn't get your question answered, we are gonna look at it. So don't worry about that.
So anyway, guys, have a good night. Enjoy the last few hours before the maintenance happens. And we'll see you next time, I guess.
Yeah.
There it is, guys.
There you guys.